So this is the first big place I walked in the front door to with my first card, John.
I'm telling you what, man.
I'm not kidding you.
That is beautiful. Hello, everybody. It's John, owner of the Simplest Biz, about the pallet business. Before you get going, if you enjoyed this video, which I think you will because it's a barn burner, as we say in the South, subscribe to this channel and click the bell to get notifications, okay? I want to go over a student that coming out of the gate, handing out his first business card. What happened? We just had a phone call. I just had a phone call with him, and he's going to go over the process that just went down with his first account and what it's turned into, and it's mind-blowing. Okay, so put your earbuds in, get ready to listen. It's going to be a static screen, and and it's audio, so it's no visual, but it's the phone call recorded, and I'm going to do the highlights of the call. Yes, I had to cut some things out because we're going over proprietary information. Regardless, listen to this. Really cool stuff. All right, see you at the end.
How you doing?
Pretty good, Leo. It's good. It's been a good day so far.
Oh, by the way, that really sucked that Alabama lost. I know you probably loved it.
Watched every second of it.
It's just incredible. You know,
But
I never dreamed, for me, what's happening would be happening. I never planned on this. You know, I used to mess with the Pallets even when I was in California.
Mm-hmm.
I was going around getting them and selling them, and we were selling scrap and doing all that kind of
just
stuff.
hustling, right?
You know, and I just never, I was just going to do like everybody else. I was going to get me a trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd get in a box truck, get me a little location, maybe if I needed to store them, if I had to. I try to use your business model, and that works for me.
Right. Keep it simple.
I'm not touching no damn pallets if I don't have to either.
Right.
I don't mind, but I just, like I said, the way this fell in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
I was at this place, and it was I think I told you.
Right.
So, and I didn't know this at all. I seen it was this industrial area, so I started doing the scouting. I've been scouting some other areas as well where I had found pallets in some smaller warehouses outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this place had them. This place is probably a quarter-mile long facility.
Wow.
It takes up a whole block. When you drive around it, the first thing you see is these big cubes of pallets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the big cubes of them.
What do you mean by cubes? Like stacks?
Cubes, I mean those large square stacks. Like if they take a shot from the sky with a drone, they
right.
Like
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
You know
a mountain of them.
Mountains.
Right. Mountains
yeah.
of yeah.
But the way they have them in there, it's like they're so organized. It's like obviously they don't need pallets. I was going after the excess spill.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to pick up. Well, hey, you can come get a couple hundred a week. We can spare whatever. Well, I went in there, and the first place I went gave the lady the business card. And to make a long story short, I left, and then I drove around the back of this place, and I thought at the end it was another place. It looks like it's 2 or 3 facilities.
Right.
So I'm thinking in the back, because there's all these trailers and all these big trailers, this is big, and there's more cubes of these pallets.
Right.
So then I think about a week went by, I decided to go back into this place again because something just kept drawing me. I said, I'm not going to quit till I find out about these pallets.
Well, you're staring at money, so I mean, it's hard to
every day because I'm over in that area. I'm on a softball field.
It's haunting you. Yeah.
So I went back in another day, and this time I went in, and I already had a name I could use. As friendly as he could be, I was like, gotcha.
Smart.
So I wrote that down and get through that name.
Oh, yeah.
She said, oh, yeah, let me see what I can do. She said, I'm going to connect you with the another one of the people who control. I forget what his name was called.
That little trick's in the training, by the way, just, getting that name. Yeah.
And I went through all your training.
Right.
Honestly, your training was just, it's, if you got a little bit of knowledge of some things, but for me, it was the little pieces of the puzzle that was missing. And everything fell into place once I went through the course.
Very cool.
Said, wonder he calls it the simplest biz because it's just simple.
Yeah, once you're set up, it is. You just got to know the stuff in the beginning, right?
Yeah, if you can't run a little pallet business, then you got problems.
You shouldn't be in business for yourself anyway, right?
Right. So she called this other guy. This other guy, he's in control of God, it's just so blank this morning. So much is going on. So much is going on right now. You just wouldn't believe. Like this morning, 2 loads came in. These are all big trailers I'm dealing with. We're talking 53-foot drive-ins and flatbeds.
Beautiful. Right.
I'm making money off my shipping. And then, you know, I'm still making $2 to $2.50 a pallet. But when we're talking about
the volume,
6,000 pallets a week.
Right. That's a high profit, especially if they're standard 4840s.
Now, you got to figure, this just started this. I think the first delivery started on December the 29th.
Yeah, I got you.
The 12th, that's probably about 12 or 13 loads, but I'm making about $1,700 average on each load.
Each load, right.
On each truck, I'm making my cut of, it's 17, 16, there's one for 14, but the rest of them are 18, 18, 40, 18, 40. It's just crazy, John.
Well, that's super exciting. And when you're moving that volume, that price point is perfectly fine. When it comes to that type situation and you're locked into that kind of money and that volume and you get it down to a science.
I'm going to get the sister company. See, I'm getting ready to get their sister company. They have another one down the road. Well, I give all that information away. The whole point of it is you're trying to teach other people.
Right,
you know?
right.
It's life-changing for me. I wish I had pulled the trigger on this.
I hear that all the time.
No, but I just, I got to move forward and not dwell on that because it is crazy.
But God has his own place. It's never our timetable.
Yeah, so I want to tell you one thing. God is, you know who's CEO of my company?
Who's that?
God.
G-O-D, right.
God is CEO of my company because I put him in front of all this when I started this. And I'm not kidding you. I only gave out of 100 business cards I printed, I have only gave out about 5.
Oh, all right. So that's right off the bat. I love it.
So this is the first big place I walked in the front door to with my first card, John.
I'm telling you what, man.
I'm not kidding you.
That is beautiful. Some people think you have to have a multiple. You can have one account and really blow the whole thing up.
Because exactly, I haven't even scratched the surface with this place. I mean, they've got probably on this property 1,000 at any given time pallets.
Right.
I get locked. You're talking 1,000 pallets. I'm like, I'm not going to pass that up. I'll get a drive-in in here and load that up and send it out of here.
Those forms are in the
filing cabinet.
In the filing cabinet. Well, I think they're actually in the Facebook filing cabinet.
Oh, okay. But anyway, getting back to it, that guy, sure. When the other guy came out, he was the shipping manager. I forget what he was. He handles another part of it, but he's a little bit more higher up. He came out and talked to me and says, "You need to talk to such and such." So I said, "Okay." And so I gave him one of the business cards, and then he told the secretary, he said, "Call him on the phone." And she called him on the phone, and sure enough, he answered.
Nice.
And I could hear it. Tell him, get his card and stuff, and let him know I'm going to be getting back with him. And so I left.
Right.
And I'm going, God, I hope this guy calls. God, I'm thinking about it every day. Going, I sure hope he calls. And he called the next day.
Beautiful.
And then he said, we talked about everything, and he was like, he just basically told me where their numbers needed to be. Right. He said, we're taking bids on this for another vendor position because one of their vendors apparently was providing a terrible service, and his vendorship got voided and null.
I see, and that's a nature of this business is these businesses at some point in time have been burned. It's just underserved. Yes. It's so underserved that if you go in there knowing some stuff and actually figure the solution out for them, you absolutely get your shoe in the door for sure.
And that's what I did. The number they said they had to have. I really want to tell people that, and I think he was kind of hitting at me. If you offer us this for it,
you got it.
So, and that's what I did. I gave him the number they wanted. I know y'all don't need pallets. That was the first thing that came out of my mouth too. Right. And before she let me finish talking, she said, "Oh no, let me just hold up right there. We are short about 2,500 pallets a week right now." I was like, so immediately the
puzzle is coming together. Yes.
My brain about popped.
Gotcha.
Because the numbers just hit me in the head.
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh really?" I said, "I was figuring you guys had too many." She says, "No, we need A's and we need them quickly.
Right.
And I says, well, and then I realized, I looked over the wall when she was talking, and it said they said the name of this company, and it's the same company that hit me. This was all the same company.
Oh, okay.
So I left her my business card, and she said, I'm going to give this to him through his email. And the next morning, I got the answer I wanted. He said, you're approved as a vendor. I was just like, oh my God, this is really
Here
happening.
we go.
I said, here we go. That same day, I had 3 loads of A's delivered that day.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it.
So,
yeah.
I mean, right out of the gate, I made, I think it was about $18.40 on each one of those loads.
And you're not, I mean, you're brokering basically in this situation.
I'm brokering basically.
Right.
But the good part here is I managed to get myself in as a vendor. I took a screenshot of the one bank account I have, and and it had, the gross amount in there.
Right.
And now it's even went, and now we're talking over $100,000 that's went through there already. A bit more of this stuff comes together, and you can get an idea what we're just like everybody else. This is happening so fast, and it's growing so quickly. I'm going to go and run with it because I got the connections, and it's just blowing up. Honestly, I just never dreamed in a million years. I was thinking I was going to have a trailer, and I was going to work my way up, maybe 6 months a year. And then this happened. I thank God every day.
You positioned yourself well. You really did, and made the right connections. You solved problems, is what you did in short order.
I give all the glory to God, really, Don. I'm not lying to you.
Oh yeah, listen to your story. It's obvious.
I mean, some people don't want to hear that, but I'm not going to lie to you. I grew up in a Christian house, and my mother was Christian, and my life as a Christian was always up and down. I was probably like you. I was having fun when I was young too. Chasing girls and all that stuff.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, if this kind of thing happened to an atheist, he would convert, right?
Well, like I said, I really prayed hard about this because once I pulled the trigger on it, invested the money, and I was like, okay, you got to go back to working the plants and work 84 hours a week, or I jump on board with this and just hit it hard and heavy. And that's what I did. In the first place I walked into, this happened.
I love it. I love it. All right, Leo. Sure.
I'll give you a shout. Maybe we can grab some lunch.
Absolutely. I love it.
Okay.
All right, man. You take care.
Have a good day and be safe. God bless. And thank you again, brother.
You're welcome. I'm glad to hear it. All right. Be good.
You're doing a good job.
I thank you, man. That means a lot. That really does.
God is watching down on you, man.
Oh, my mother's up there pulling strings. Kind of,
You can have many mansions and many crowns for what you've done.
Oh.
Good work.
I'll settle for a shack as long as I get in.
I want a shack on the beach.
There you go. I'll take it.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Take care. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Keep in touch.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So there we go. Really good stuff. Incredible deal. Life-changing deal. And it goes to show you this is big. It's a big business. One account can change it all. And actually, you could just service one account and change it all and not have to get any other clients when it comes to the size deals that are out there. So I'm so glad you listened. Go to thesimplestbiz.com, or you can go to the Simplest Biz for you, FOR, the letter U.com/info. Okay. And get yourself on an appointment once you've gone through some of this material. Very important that you ask your questions and understand this, not only for you, but for us, because we want good students. Okay. Hope this has been informative. And again, thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. John out with the Simplest Biz. Have a great day.